everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my everyday makeup video. I haven't done a makeup video in a very long time and I have found so many new products that I have been loving, so I thought that I would film my current makeup routine for you guys. This is a very light makeup look, not a lot of coverage, it's super quick as well, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because there are so many good products here. So if you want to see how I've done this makeup look, then just keep watching. So skincare is done. I've put my SPF on, and first things first, just going to clip away these front bits of hair so they don't get in my way. Now I am completely fresh faced, as I said. I just did my skincare and I'm going to put on my primer first. Now you'll probably recognise this one as the Bobbi Brown face base, which I used to use all the time. I've used it for years, and I switched a while ago to a Laura Mercier one that I was kindly gifted, and then I actually received a top up of this one from Bobbi Brown and I switched back to it, and I do really love it. This is more like a moisturiser consistency, a little bit thicker than my moisturiser, but I just love the way that it sits on my skin. It really evens out the texture and it is one of my favourite primers. Sorry, I just realised I definitely need a mirror behind me because doing my makeup in the viewfinder is probably not going to turn out that well, so if I keep looking off to the side here, it's because I've got a little mirror right behind the camera to make sure I can see what I'm doing. So the first product I'm going to use after primer is this bronzing gel from Jones Road. Now I presume I'm using this in the right way. This is in shade medium, and I just pop a tiny little bit normally on each cheek. As you can see, it is super dark. It looks quite shocking when you first put it on. I use this as kind of like a what I would call skin tint, so I'm just buffing it in with my Hourglass foundation brush. I love this brush, my favourite brush I think ever. And as you can see, this bronzing gel has just given my skin a really nice glow. I do use the Tan Luxe illuminating face drops. As you guys know, I've used those in shade medium dark for years, but if I haven't used them, or if I just want a little bit of an extra bronze on my face, then this product is amazing because it just gives a really nice natural glow. Now we all know, or we all feel better when we have a tan, and I don't really tan my face because of aging and wrinkles and all that stuff. I don't really want sun damage on my face, so a product like this is amazing. Now I don't use the Tan Luxe face drops every day. I probably use them maybe 2-3 times a week, so to have something like that that I can just put on and give instant colour on my face I think is amazing. So I'm so happy with that product. It's also something that you can just use on its own if you don't want to put any makeup on. Perhaps you're going to the gym or something and you just want a very light layer of something on your face that doesn't feel like makeup. That's a great product for it. As I said, I've got that in a size. I've got that in shade medium, and I think it's a really nice colour. I let my hair dry naturally last night, which I don't normally do, and it goes so frizzy, so when I've air wrapped it this morning, it's just not had the desired effect, unfortunately. But anyway, moving on, I'm going to then use this new Hourglass product that you guys probably will have seen me talk about if you watch my vlogs. Well, my tan looked quite shocking there. It doesn't look that bad in real life. So this is the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint, and I've got this in shade number 7. Really nice colour for me actually, a perfect colour match. And this is my current favourite product. I adore this. I always love Hourglass products, and I have repurchased quite a few after I have been sent them to try. This one in particular, without a doubt, I will be repurchasing when this runs out. It is such a beautiful tinted moisturiser. It's quite thick in consistency and it's got a really nice coverage, but it does not feel heavy on your face at all. I think it gives such a nice coverage. It looks really light to the eye, but also it is giving you that kind of foundation look without wearing something too heavy. So I've just put a tiny bit on, as you can see at the moment, and I'm just going to do a little bit of extra around my chin and just up here, because I have a couple of, they're not blemishes, but like spot scars and a little bit of pigmentation, so I just want a little bit extra coverage around here. If I wasn't wearing a light makeup, I'd go in with my Hourglass foundation stick, which is much heavier coverage, and just tidy up those areas. But yeah, one of my favourite beauty products at the moment. The best tinted moisturiser that I have tried this summer, definitely. Just love the way it feels and looks on my face. I do hope that this lighting is okay for you guys, because it's coming across a bit darker on the camera than it actually is in real life, but it is just natural light, so you're getting kind of the natural colours. I didn't want to use my ring light or anything for this because I wanted it to be a bit more casual and a bit more relaxed. So if I come in a bit closer, you can see how nice that coverage is of the tinted moisturiser. Obviously you can see here where I was talking about the little bit of texture on my skin, but that doesn't really bother me. I quite like having that showing. I think it makes you look a little bit more real, a little less airbrushed. Of course, using my favourite mascara. This is the Nars mascara. What's wrong with my brain today? Concealer. This is the Nars Creamy Concealer in shade Custard. I rebought this about 4 times, I think. This is probably my 4th one. I love this concealer. It's a really nice shade for me. It's nice thick coverage. I do like thick coverage with my concealer because I do have quite dark circles under my eyes. So I just like having the extra coverage. So I just pop a little bit under eye and kind of in the inner corners as well, because that's quite dark and pigmented there. I'm just going to use my beauty blender to dab it in, kind of press the product really into the skin. And I find if I kind of like do this face, which I know is not attractive, it gets the product into all the creases as well, which is what we want, because we do not want a creasy under eye. One of my neighbours is mowing their lawn, so apologies if you can hear that. Thought I'd get up nice and early and get this video filmed so there wouldn't be too much background noise, but there is apparently. So as you can see, that's really brightened up my under eyes here, and I am just going to go in with another little amount right on that crease, right on that kind of like prominent line there. A little bit on my chin, forehead, and a tiny bit kind of bringing up my cheekbone here, and then just continue to blend. Just gives a little bit more definition. As I'm not wearing too much makeup today, it's a very natural look. I don't want to do too much kind of contouring, just a little bit of highlighting with concealer in the right places. So there we go. I feel like that has concealed my under eyes really, really nicely. Then going to go in with a new powder that I've got also from Bobbi Brown, which I am loving at the moment. So I have been using the Givenchy loose pressed powder on my under eyes for a while now. I love that, but it's quite a heavy product, so it's good if I'm going out for the whole day or in the evening. But if I just want a light makeup look, which is what we're doing today, I'm going to go with this Bobbi Brown one. I've got a Morphe brush, this is number 2, and I just literally press that in my under eyes. I don't normally set anywhere else on my face apart from my under eyes and sometimes my chin area. If, like I said, I've got some breakouts or something, I just want to ensure the makeup is going to stay on there a little bit longer. So you don't need much of this product at all, and I just dab it in rather than drag to make sure the product is going in all the creases, and then just a little bit around the chin, and then a tiny bit in the crease of the nose, because we do not want anything gathering there. So that's it for the pressed powder, and this is shade Neutral. I don't know if it comes in other shades or not, but this is the neutral one. And I have another new product that I've been loving. This is why I wanted to film this video, because I feel like there are quite a lot of new products here. When I used to film makeup videos, I used to just use basically the same products and I hardly ever changed my makeup routine. Now I feel like I've really diversified, especially over the summer. I've got a lot of new products, a lot of new brands that you guys may have not seen before. So I wanted to film this video to show you the real updated look and the new things that I have been loving. So this is a Jones Road brow gel, and Jones Road is kind of the sister brand of Bobbi Brown, I think. It's owned by Bobbi Brown, it's created by Bobbi Brown herself, and it's slightly more affordable, a bit more kind of like young and edgy. I feel like Bobbi Brown is very classic products, very minimal, maybe geared towards the more older woman, whereas Jones Road is a bit more fun with its packaging and yeah, a little bit more diverse in its product. It's a brand I've been absolutely loving recently. So this is the new brow gel. I have got shade Brunette. I believe it comes in a clear as well, and I'm guessing like a blonde and a dark, but I really love this for when I don't want sticky up kind of finished defined brows. So as you can see, I'm just taking this very lightly, because it is quite dark and pigmented, very lightly through my brow hairs, and I really love the effect that it gives because it's quite natural, but it just keeps all of the hairs in place. I've used brow gels like this before, and I find if they're pigmented and coloured, they don't have the same hold as perhaps like a clear gel does. I find clear gel is more like a glue, and something that's pigmented and coloured is not as strong. This is a really strong brow product, so this will last me all day, and if I come a bit closer you can see the comparison. Obviously this is just my natural brow, and then I've put the product on here, and it's just given a really nice natural like lift to the brows. Nothing too crazy, it just works really, really nicely with a natural makeup look. So obviously gonna do this one as well. And I don't really do anything to my brows, like I don't have them done. I occasionally pluck the kind of stray hairs under here, but that is it. I'm lucky to have quite bushy brows naturally, so I just tend to leave them alone, let them do their own thing really. But yeah, I love this product. It kind of defines all the hairs as I'd want it to, and it keeps everything in place. It's the perfect colour match. Yeah, it's my new favourite brow product. I've been through a lot of them recently, and this one I love. Now moving on to eyes, I have this product from Trinny. It's an eye to eye product, and it's in shade Harmony, and it's a really nice just like cream shadow. So I just pop a little bit of this on my ring finger and dab it nice and lightly all over my lid, and this is just instead of a powder shadow. I have some lovely palettes, beautiful Too Faced one that I use a lot, and a really nice Dior one which I tend to gravitate towards as well. But for days when I don't want heavy eye makeup, I just go for this cream shadow because I think it gives such a nice colour on my lid. It's very, very natural. It's quite buildable as well, like you can put quite a few layers on and make it look a bit darker than it actually is. But it's kind of like a bronzing colour, a light bronzing, because it's a cream product, it's not heavy, and it doesn't crease in my eyes either, which I love. So as you can see, it just gives the eyes a little bit of something, very, very subtle. You probably wouldn't think I was wearing a product, but it just finishes off the eyes a bit as well. So next up, I've got a new mascara. This is the Lancôme Monsieur Big, and I think this is like their, I don't know if this is their like iconic mascara, but I love this. I love this product so much. I find it hard to find a good mascara. I normally don't really bother with a good mascara because my lashes are quite short, they're quite light in colour, so there's not really much I can do to volumize them without getting like a lash lift or extensions. So I tend to just buy a cheap mascara and just hope for the best. This one, amazing. So happy. If you're like me and you don't really have much to work with in terms of lashes, this is fantastic. I will do it quickly and I will show you the difference between my eyes because the volume that it creates is amazing. So I have just popped a light layer on, and as you can see the difference, I mean, like I said, I haven't really got much to work with. My lashes are short, they're not dark in colour, but the comparison I think is amazing. I'm really, really happy with this mascara. That's just one layer. I'm gonna do two once I've done the other eye, and then I'll show you. So that is both lashes done, and I think that's pretty good. I'm very pleased with this mascara. I'm loving using it. It's given me more volume than most other mascaras that I've ever tried. Next up, another Jones Road product. This is just a very light powder bronzer. I am using the multitasking brush, and this is from, it says Look Good Feel Better. I don't know if that's the brand name. Not sure, I've had this brush for ages, but it's just a really nice kind of like fluffy brush. And I just pop a little bit of this on my cheekbones to kind of contour a bit, give a bit of colour. Nothing too crazy. Just felt like my face needed something. A bit on my nose as well, the end of my nose, jawline, and a tiny bit on my forehead as well. Blend into the hairline. So that's just given my face a little bit of definition. And now on to blush. This is my favourite blush at the moment. It's from Refy. I have a couple from them, all different colours, which I really like. This one I'm loving at the moment. Excuse it, it's a little bit dirty. Not dirty, sorry, a little bit of a mess. This is in shade Citrine, and I really love it because it's more of like an orangey colour blush rather than a like pinky colour. So just a little bit of this goes on the apples of my cheeks, and I really love the way it kind of blends into the bronzer because it's more of that like orangey colour rather than pink. I feel like it blends into the bronzer nicely rather than like pink brown, which you sometimes can get if I use a bronzer that's a bit too that's a bit too pigmented. So this is the Refy brush. It is a state because all of the paint has come off of it, so it doesn't look great, but it's a really nice like duo brush for cream bronzer and cream blush. I do have the Refy cream bronzer, which I love. I wear it in shade Sand. Sometimes I feel like that's too much cream, like basically every product that I would have used on my face would have been a cream product, so I thought it'd be good to go with a powder bronzer. Next up, I'm just going to finish with my lips. I'm not going to do a highlight or anything because I just want this to be nice and simple. This lip liner is from ByTerry. It's a hyaluronic lip liner, so hydrating, really, really nice lip liner. And this is in number 5, shade Secret Kiss it's called. I love the colour of this. It reminds me a lot of the Rimmel lip liner in shade Tiramisu, which I think was the perfect nude. I used to use it all the time. I could just leave my lips like this, to be honest, because the lip liner blends so nicely into the rest of my lips, but I'm just going to use a little bit of my favourite NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I normally wear shade London, but this one is actually shade Stockholm, and it's just a little bit more pink. I love these lip creams. I have been using them for years. If you watched my makeup videos before, you will recognise these and you'll know that I always use them. So that is the makeup done. Just a very natural kind of no makeup look. It's super easy. Obviously it's taken me longer because I've talked through the products with you, but this will take me about 15 minutes in the morning. Very simple, very easy to do, and very natural. It's a fab late summer look, but I could go a little bit darker, a bit heavier on the eyes, and quite easily make it into like a proper autumn look. Or I could wear something like this in the autumn as well. But yeah, this is my go-to makeup at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will of course link everything that I have used down below. If you have any questions about anything, or shades or colours or whatever, then just leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. If you did enjoy this video, it would be fantastic if you could give it a little like. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribed. And I will see you all very soon with another video. Bye.